Obasanjo Atiku Obi, the secret 2027 master plan against Tinubu. Nigeria's political future is being shaped behind closed doors. Names like Obasanjo, Atiku, and Peter Obi are suddenly appearing together in whispers, phone calls, and closed meetings. Could these whispers be the start of a master plan to stop Bola Tinubu in 2027? Today, Chinick TV pulls back the curtain. We will look at who benefits, who risks everything, and whether the alliance is real or only smoke and mirrors. Stay with me. Why this matters? Elections in Nigeria are never just about ballots. They are about money, networks, influence, and the old power brokers who still know how to move a nation. If Obasanjo, Atiku, and Peter Obi find a way to work together, it would be a thematic shift. Public opinion, regional balance, and the 2027 stakes make this more than politics. It's a battle for the soul of Nigeria. Today, we unpack motives, strengths, weaknesses, and the likely outcomes.
Former President of the Republic of Nigeria.
Obasanjo, the kingmaker returns. Let's start with Olusegun Obasanjo. He's been Nigeria's elder statesman for decades, general president, and the kind of political operator who still moves people and ideas. History shows he steps in when he believes the country needs steering. Remember his interventions in 2000s and the loud warnings he gave in the later years. So why now? First, Obasanjo appears deeply unhappy with the state of the nation, from insecurity to economic challenges. Second, his global access and connection give him leverage. He can talk to bankers, foreign governments, and influential Nigerians who stay resting. Third, he has a habit of backing or building thought-first solutions when the two main parties disappoint him. If Obasanjo is quietly reaching out to Atiku and Obi, it is not because he wants applause. It is because he believes he can tilt a fragile political mass. He brings history, credibility with some elites, and above all, the willingness to broker deals. But remember, Obasanjo's involvement always adds a layer of elites bargaining, and that can both help and harm a grassroots movement. Atiku, the negotiator with little time left. Next, Atiku Abubakar. He has run for president multiple times and comes from a powerful northern base. For Atiku, 2027 could be the last realistic window to contest strongly. That changes incentives. If he reads the map and sees that running alone will divide votes and hand victory to Tinubu or another APC candidate, then bargaining becomes sensible. Here is Atiku's calculus. He can bargain for ministers, a VP slot, or policy commitments in a power-sharing deals that gives him influence without risking total loss. If Atiku suspects his vote base can be mobilized to back a southern candidate in return for power sharing, he might accept a step down, especially if it means stopping an APC continuity. But there is a cost. His supporters expect rewards. Negotiation with Obi and Obasanjo would have to promise a real power, not just optics. So Atiku's role could be decisive only if he trusts the deal and believes it can deliver more than running solo. That's a big if. Obi, the people's candidate in a dangerous dance. Peter Obi is the wild card. He has youth energy, moral branding, and a national following that transcends the unusual party lines. Millions of Nigerians, especially young people, see him as a break from the old politics. But that strength is also his vulnerability. The Labour Party has internal crises, leadership fights, messaging problems, and the constant danger of being co-opted. If Obi joins a deal with Obasanjo and Atiku, he immediately gains elite resources, wider regional reach, and a credible path to power. But he risks losing the very thing that made him powerful, the image of being a leader from the people. Will the Obidient Movement accept elite bargains? Some will, if the deal brings real change. Others will see it as betrayal. Obi's question is simple but brutal. Can he retain authenticity while accepting compromise needed to win? If not, he might win an election but lose his base. That's the thin line he must walk.
The guy is gone. He's performed miserably. The economy has tanked. The security architecture has failed.
El-Rufai, the unlikely kingmaker. Then, there is Nasir El-Rufai, a fierce voice from the north who recently said Tinubu won't return in 2027. Why would an APC heavyweight hint on that? El-Rufai's influence lies in his networks of technocrats and his hold on parts of northern political class. If he decides to back a new alliance or quietly nudge votes away from Tinubu, it could be a tipping point. But caution, El-Rufai is also reputation first. He may attack Tinubu publicly without committing to a full alliance. His role is more about making momentum than building it. If he throws his weight behind the opposition, it signals serious cracks in the APC unity. If he simply postures, it's noise. Watch his next moves. Can this coalition work? The hard truths. Now the reality check. Nigeria has seen many alliances and many fallouts. The obstacles are real. Distrust between leaders, regional interest, and sheer hunger for power. Atiku wants influence. Obi wants reform and authenticity. Obasanjo wants national outcomes and legacy. Each player can lead the others as both assets and threats. Now let us look at the practical problems. Who becomes the presidential candidate? How are the running mates chosen? What about party structures? Will APC and PDP supporters accept a coalition? And, crucially, how do you sell this to the public without it feeling like elite swapping? While the ordinary Nigerians still face daily hardship, there are three likely scenarios. 1. A united opposition succeeds. They coordinate, pick a compromise candidate and win. This would require exceptional trust and clear power sharing. 2. A tactical alliance fails. Last-minute betrayals or poor communication split votes and hand victory to the incumbents. 3. A half-baked coalition forms with local agreements that win some states, but not the presidency, leading to years of friction. The country's history suggests the second outcome is common, but doesn't mean the first is impossible. It simply means the path is narrow and treacherous. But what does this mean for Nigerians? If opposition players unite, Nigerians could see a change in leadership. But change on paper doesn't always mean change in life. The real test will be transition planning. Who runs security? Who manages the economy? Who keeps promises? For citizens, the signal to watch is not only who signs peace accords, but what concrete policy commitments are written down and who gets to implement them. How can you watch this play out and help? Here is what I want you to do. Follow Chinick TV for daily breakdowns. I will track meetings, speeches, and risks. In the comments, tell us, if you could demand one promise from any coalition leader, what would that be? Better security, jobs, and ends to corruption. Pin your comment and I will read the top answers on our next live. And if you are not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe now. If this coalition forms, will you want contests, not confusion? Obasanjo is playing chess, Atiku is bargaining, Obi is torn between principle and power, and El-Rufai is watching the board. The game has begun. The only real question is, will Nigeria's people shape the result, or will an elite bargain decide their fate? We will keep following this story every day. If you found this useful, like, share and subscribe. We publish bold political analysis every week and your voice matters. See you on the next Chinick TV breakdown.